Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica, and I'm doing our October readings on a very early morning. So my voice is still waking up, guys. Okay, bear with me. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. But as always, keep an open mind. Take the messages as they resonate with you. Watch all your signs. If you hear anything in the background, it's my boys. It's chase time in our house. Okay. I'm using the Night Sun Tarot deck for you. Really nice deck. Very interesting, very different in the Tarot of the New Vision to clarify. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. That would help me out a ton. And thank you to everyone who has and who has been showing me support. Oh, okay. So let's jump in here, see what's going on for Gemini for the month of October 2021. Gemini. There we go, that's enough. The Fool and the Hangman. Okay, well, what are you in two minds about? What do you want to start, but then you don't want to start, or you feel like you can't? The Emperor crowning you. Taking charge of something. The Magician and the Foundation. I'll show you the cards more up close. Yeah, a lot of majors, so I think, geez, the Sun in the past. I'll try to dim that light so you can see the cards. The Page of Pentacles in the near future. Well, whatever has been delayed or blocked external to you with all these majors, you didn't really have a say in the matter. Yeah, the Judgment card. You're getting the news, you're getting the offer. Jesus, the Hierophant in your environment. The Queen of Swords in hopes and fears. And the Strength. The Eight of Wands, sorry, yeah, Eight of Wands in the outcome. Looks like the Strength card. And Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, what have you been dealing with? A lot of frustration, that's what, with all these major arcanas. That means a lot of stuff out of your control. Right, let me see if I can dim this just a little so you can see the cards. Okay. Oh, man. Good news is, in the near future, in the outcome, it's down to you, okay? You get a say now. My Atlanta. Yeah, a lot of majors. This has been going on. And I feel like October is the turning point. You're kind of catching a break. With the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius energy, but also divine timing. And there's not a lot that you can do. Okay? This is just kind of speak amongst yourselves, keep yourself busy while your angels, you guys, the universe lays this out, puts it together, right? But whatever it is that you were trying to do, because it's something that it's your idea, your business, okay? Or it's just you deciding, I'm going to take charge of my life, right? With the Aries energy there, the Emperor. But the challenge with the Temperance and the Hangman is that timing isn't up to you. So it was a case of great idea, just not the right time. Does that make sense? Yeah, look, here's the idea in the past with the Sun card. This is excitement, joy, inspiration. And again, it's down to you, your energy. Something that is just for you. Okay, if that makes sense. There's an air of individuality when it comes to your reading, because you have the Sun, you have the Emperor, you have the Fool, you have the Magician. The Fool, right, in your current situation. You're ready to go, like you're ready to go. You've been ready to go, and then kind of had to hang around, right, for whatever reason. Is something, with all these majors, I'm going to say for most of you, it was what was going on in the world, what has been going on in the world. If it's not that, then it will be politics, government stuff. There's Harvey. Yes. Don't knock stuff over, dude. Oh, he's gonna sit on my laptop. He wants attention. Right. It will be something like that, right? Authorities, government, what's going on in the world, something like that, right? Where things were just delayed, suspended. The Magician is in the Foundation. So this tells you... Did he put hair on my camera? So this tells you, with the Magician in the Foundation, that you have the right idea. You've been thinking about it, planning. There we go, that's better. Trying to manifest it, right? Working on manifesting it. And it is, again, an individual type energy, because this is like, it's a number one, talking about new beginnings, but it's also, it's you, right? And it's your energy with the Magician. So you've been trying to manifest, you've been working really hard, you've been doing all the work in the background, and everything that you could be doing. It's just external to you. It was just kind of slowed down to a halt almost, or suspended, okay, or just blocked, just delayed. And for some of you, I do get that if this wasn't something external to you, it's something where there was some, there were some big lessons attached to the situation. In other words, you had to overcome almost yourself, right? You had to overcome yourself in order to be able to move forward with this. Okay, there was a lot of like fears, doubts, patterns, karmic stuff for a lot of you that you had to overcome. And obviously that takes time, right? Because it's not easy. It's not like, oh yeah, sure, that's on my to-do list for today and it should be done, right? It takes time and it hurts. So naturally, not everyone does it. We avoid it if we can, right? Near future though, Page of Pentacles. Here's the break, right? This is communication, offer, opportunity, proposal, or just good news about money, good news about your investment or what you're trying to achieve, whether that's a business, it's something to do with education, or something that will bring you a sense of stability in your life for the long run, okay? So it could be love, it could be anything with all these majors, guys. It'll be different for everyone, and most likely you'll be dealing with the same energy in multiple areas of your life. In highest to yourself, here we go, we have the Judgment. This is like, okay, now it's time to go. Now it's the right time. Go now, do this now, okay? In your environment, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So for some of you, this is commitment. It's about commitment in terms of love, wanting to find the person to spend the rest of your life with, right? Because this is marriage, family, long-term, generations. For others of you, this is starting your own business, and it's been a hassle and a hustle, especially because of politics, authorities, government, red tape, bureaucracy, outdated processes that just no longer apply, but we just keep doing them, right? It could have been family influence, family either pushing you to do something or family blocking you. Culture, society, tradition, right? Queen of Swords and Hopes and Fears. It's interesting in this deck, the Queen of Swords, she's like, I'm ready for everything. I got eyes behind my head if I have to. But her heart is in a cage down there. Can you see that? It's a really interesting deck, guys. She's like, I have a heart. I just use it when I want to. You know what I mean? I have a heart. I'm just keeping it safe. So, and it's your energy, right? And it's almost like, I hope this time it is really, yeah, green light, go ahead. As opposed to me getting disappointed. There's a fear of getting hurt, definitely, or a fear of getting disappointed, to say the least. The outcome, though, we have the Eight of Wands. fast movement, things picking up speed. It is your outcome, so I feel like it'll be towards the end of the month or going into November. As soon as Mercury goes direct, which should be around the 18th, 19th of the month of October, and then you have that shadow period, right, of a couple of weeks, where it's not going to be exactly full speed ahead, but it's still Mercury's going direct, because I feel like a lot of it has to do with the Mercury retrograde for you. This could even be something that you've been working on quite happily, and because of the retrograde, it all kind of goes to, hits the fan. And there's things that you have to look at, there's things you have to address, which is what a Mercury retrograde does. And for some of you, it can be to do with, what is your motivation for this in the first place? Are you doing this for the right reasons? What do you want to do this for? Who do you want to do this for? But yeah, there's a lot of either lessons with authority or lessons in how to be yourself, who you are. It's about you, right? Who are you? What do you want? What makes you happy? What are your skills, talents? What do you want to do with that for yourself, right? It's about you. And during this time, you're asked to question your motives, your intentions, your goals. Are you sure this is what you want? And as soon as you hang in there and you persevere through the wait time, you don't give up on this, the universe is like, okay, message received. Okay, there you go. Now you can go. You're a lot clearer on it. Therefore, you will be more confident towards it. Does that make sense? Interesting reading. Okay, let's clarify. Angels and guides, please clarify these energies for Gemini in October. Because even with the Hangman, you see, I'm looking at him and his head is in a cage, right? He's hanging upside down with his head in a cage. And it's just like Neptune energy. So it's almost like something you were trying to avoid, something you were trying not to look at, something you may have been trying to run away from within yourself, about yourself, right? And this energy is telling you, yeah, that's not going to happen. You want to move forward with this, you have to look at all this. Two Pentacles. The Fool. Yeah, Six of Cups. The Magician. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. It's like, I know what I want. I know where I want to get to. I'm just stuck. I don't know why. And then, again, not looking at it. The Hangman with his head in the cage. The Eight of Swords with the blindfold on, right? I want to move on, but I don't know why it's not happening. I want to do this, but I don't know why it's not happening. I'm stuck and I don't know why. But actually this is, yes, you do know why. You need to look at that. You need to address that. That's the key to your progress. The Sun in the past. We have the King of Wands. Yeah, the Visionary. I know what I want to do. Air sign energy. Air sign? Fire sign energy. Leo, Aries, Sag. Aries here as well with the Emperor, clarified by the Emperor. Yeah, it's time to grow up. It's time to level up. It's time to take charge of a situation. And I feel like you've been trying to do that. It just hasn't been coming together and you haven't been able to figure out why. And the reason is, it's almost like you're trying to be the Emperor. You're trying to walk like the Emperor and talk like the Emperor, but without actually having reached Emperor status. Does that make sense? You're trying to talk yourself into something, talk someone else into something, and be very, very convincing, but deep down you're not sure yourself. Does that make sense? Definitely issues around father figure, authority. The Page of Pentacles in the near future. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords. Something is moving. Or you might be moving. The Magician again. Here you go, yeah. It's like, okay, now that you've addressed everything, and you're truly on Emperor status, Emperor, Empress, doesn't matter, now you can go, right? It's almost like you were put in a headlock by the universe, It's like, you're not going anywhere until you figure this out. Yeah, Eight of Wands. You're not going anywhere until you acknowledge this. You're not going anywhere until you work through this. Because with the Six of Cups, it could be something to do with your past, or a pattern where maybe when something gets too much or gets overwhelming, you take off, or you detach, or you decide not to look at it anymore. Yeah, with the King of Wands, it's like, if it's not going the way I want it to go, I don't want it. Or, yeah, something along those lines where, and linking that with divine timing, it becomes a matter of, you don't trust the universe. Maybe you had to learn to be a co-creator, right? Maybe you had to learn that it's not just fully down to you, because with all of this, it's like the universe just like kicked you in the teeth, right? Like, you've been trying to ignore my role in all of this, and here you go. I can show you what my role is in all of this. You're not going to do it alone. You're not going to do it without me. You're not going to go against me, which is actually going against yourself, right? How interesting. Judgment energy. Here's you seeing the truth. Yeah, and the Eight of Pentacles is like, yeah, okay, I get it. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to work on. I get it. I accept it. I'll work on it. I'm working on it. Okay? And that's why you're now able to move forward with whatever this is. The Hierophant in your environment, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, this is learning how to work the system, learning how to work with the system, learning that it's not black and white for you here anyway, okay? Learning that everything has a purpose, and even though a system is old, it's antiquated, it doesn't work, if it's in your path and you have to deal with it, then it's easier to learn about it, deal with it, work it from the inside, as it were, as opposed to trying to ignore it, bypass it, because there are things that you can't bypass. Okay, does that make sense? The Queen of Swords in Hopes and Fears, the Tower. Yeah, with the Judgment card, this is like life-changing epiphanies, right? This is like, oh, I've been doing it this way my entire life, and it's not working, but I finally understand why it hasn't been working, and more importantly, what to do about it. Right, Charlie's here now. Doesn't really jump on the table, but we'll see if he wants to. Yeah, he's just got to climb my chair. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, the Hierophant, Justice. Yeah, look. In the outcome, more majors. The Nine of Swords. This is uncomfortable territory for you, Gemini. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like you're getting, someone's teaching you a lesson. Oh, here we go. He doesn't jump on the table, but he jumps on the chair. And in my lap. Hold on. Yeah. Let me make you some room. No? You want on my lap? Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, the universe. I'm saying the universe, but this is like the higher power that you've been trying to bypass. Whether that means the universe, or it means authority figures in your life, or anything else, really. That you've been trying to bypass. You've been trying to like do things yourself and saying, I don't need you. Whether that is, okay, sure. Yeah, I don't need to see the cards. I'm good. Yeah, sure. You're very cute. Yeah. You're cuter than the cards, definitely. He doesn't usually do this, and he's kind of very, very cautious as an individual. And so if he's exploring, I want to allow him to do so and encourage him. Okay, well, one card's on the floor, but yeah. Something where you've been trying to bypass it, you've been trying to say that you don't need it. And it can be love in your life, like love is for the weak, right? With that Queen of Swords there. It's not worth it. It could be issues with father figure. Or yeah, whatever you view as a figure of authority in your life. And it's like you're saying, I don't need you. And you're not recognizing their role, their purpose, or their worth. And they're pretty much kind of showing you their role, their purpose, and their worth. And they're demanding a place in your life. They're demanding respect. They're demanding, their dues, pretty much, right? So I feel like this is some very, very big lessons for you, Gemini, around authority and how to work with it. It could be, where did that card go? It could be lessons, it could translate into, oh, of course you went all the way into the table, bear with. Okay. It could be lessons with father figure, right? And it's manifesting on that personal level for you, or it's around authority figures, and you've been dealing a lot with governments and stuff like that, and just not coming together and getting frustrated and, saying, oh, it's all crap and I'm going to do it myself. But at the end of the day, even if you wanted to start your own business, you still kind of have to register it. So you still have to, you know what I mean? You can't just go off grid and do everything truly by yourself. Yeah, and I feel like that is what's going on here. And it's like, no, you're going to have to learn to play together, to play nice, right? Dude, I'm off the chair almost. I'm going to fall off my chair in a second. You just watch. He's so cute. Okay, so, yeah. These are some big, big lessons for you, Gemini. Good news is you get to pass, right? You get to move forward, because you come to this understanding, right? But then it's a matter of trust, and you struggle with trust. It's a matter of, okay, fine, if I partner up with you, whether this is another person, a company, government, whatever, right? I'll partner up with you. I'll team up with you. I'll work together with you. But I still struggle to trust you. I struggle to trust you. That you'll do your part, that you will fulfill your role, your promises, your, part of the contract. But, yeah, I mean, it's another part of the lesson. It looks like at least you're open to it. You're open to trying it. So I'm going to say keep going. Work on that trust. And remember that at the end of the day, you still have yourself to trust, right? Your sense of security. Even though you work with someone else or you're trusting someone else in your life, your sense of security comes from yourself. So that no matter what happens, you should never feel completely destabilized. No matter what happens, you should never feel completely lost, right? Because you always have yourself to fall back on. Does that make sense? And I feel like it's another lesson. Okay? But you are moving forward with some sort of commitment, whether it's to yourself, a business, another person, company, whatever. Okay? You are moving forward with a commitment here. And it's big, and it's important in your life. Okay, so you're going to have to tell me what this is. With all these major arcanas, it could be anything. And it could be on any level, on multiple levels. So yeah, you're going to have to tell me what this is about. But, yeah. You started off as, I can't be trusting, I can't be naive, because I was like that in the past and I got kicked in the teeth, I got hurt. So no, let me take charge. I'll be in charge. I will not be vulnerable. I will not, you know what I mean, open up and all that. And it's worked for a time. King of Wands, the Sun in the past. But now you've hit a roadblock that you cannot push through or avoid. And it has to do with learning some lessons around that. Okay, so I'll leave it there because I'm just repeating myself now. I'll leave it there. I'm looking forward to your thoughts, though. Let me know what this is. And if you are dealing with these energies, I hope this gives you some clarity or advice on how to handle everything. Watch all your signs. Make the most of the month. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.